Have you ever tried to increase your credit score and it seems like no matter what you do, nothing really seems to work? I've got all the answers you want to know about how to improve your credit scores. I'm Grant Barker, local mortgage banker here in Greenville, North Carolina. Let's jump right in. Hey there, welcome to the channel. It's all about things related to Greenville, North Carolina with a focus on real estate. And I want to share with you my top 5 favorite tips and tricks on how to improve your credit scores. Starting with number 5 is all around medical collections. There's a number of ways you can address medical collections. I'll tell you, first of all, if you're worried about this, medical collections are not a deal breaker when it comes to qualifying for a mortgage, but they do hold your scores down. So a couple of ways you can address those. First up, if you have the money, pay it off. That's a great step. If you don't, maybe set up a payment plan. This is a new change around medical collections that if you're in an active payment plan, it's actually not supposed to reflect on your credit in a negative light. I've found that to be a bit hit or miss, so definitely make sure to get documentation around that if you set that up. The last option is disputing the account, especially if you don't know where it came from. Call them up and let them know that you're disputing the account, and that will shield that account from calculating in credit scores. Word of caution, don't do that on anything else other than medical collections. The next one would be number 4, having yourself added as an authorized user on a family member's credit card. You want to make sure that that credit card is being paid on time, that it's got a good history, that the balance is nice and low. But if that person adding you as an authorized user, you benefit from the length of time that they've had that account in good standing. So that can be a quick way to build scores. The third one is credit mix. This is not a huge part of how your scores are calculated, but it does look at the different types of accounts that you have. And having that credit mix can help build your scores. So for example, if you've got a car loan, that's an installment debt. If you've got a credit card, that's a revolving debt. A mortgage, that's its own type of debt, especially if you do not have that credit card set up. I know a lot of times people have this idea that credit cards are bad. They can be bad if used in the wrong way, but in this circumstance, having a credit card with a small balance can really help build your scores if you don't have that already. Moving on, and on that same topic with number 2, paying down credit card balances can really be helpful in building your score. So I see this just about every day. People that have maxed out credit cards or any kind of line of credit that's maxed out, that is not helping your scores. The key thresholds there, if you can get that balance under 50% of the high credit limit, that's good. If you can get that balance under 30% of the high credit limit, that's even better. And so when you get those paid down, probably one of the more quick fixes, because you'll see the scores bounce as soon as they report that to credit. Number 1 would be, seems like it's pretty obvious, but I see this all the time, and I understand people fall on hard times, things happen, but as best you can, avoid 30-day lates and avoid new collections. It's really that simple. Avoiding new collections, avoiding 30-day lates. Every time one of those happens, not like starting over, but it can be starting over in some cases depending on your credit report. So avoid those at all costs. And if you hadn't already, like and subscribe. I hope this information was helpful. If I can help you or someone that you know, all my information is in the description below. Thanks.